I can't tell you now because we play them tonight. But hopefully, we just move and execute our game plan, and then we can talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
Naturally, Josh Richardson can't talk about the Spurs' game plan for the Raptors on game day. The Spurs held morning shoot-around ahead of their home game tonight with the Toronto Raptors. Rookie Jeremy Sohan was upgraded to available after dealing with flu-like symptoms, but Keldon Johnson is out with right calf tightness. Isaiah Roby is out with flu-like symptoms. Devin Vassell remains out with left knee soreness, and Blake Wesley is out several weeks with a left MCL sprain. So with Wesley out, how would that second unit look in terms of who will handle the ball?
I mean, it'll probably be me a lot of the time. I'm kind of used to that. I played point guard a lot early in my career, but, it's kind of by committee now. Yeah. So I know Toronto pressures. I know there's teams that pressure a lot. So, it'll be a work in progress really once we start.
Here's the matchup. The 5-2 Spurs will host the 4-3 Raptors tonight at 7. The UIL volleyball playoffs are underway, and a number of local teams advanced to the next round last night. One of the marquee matchups featured the defending Class 6A state champion Brandeis Broncos taking on Steele. KSAT 12's Andrew Seeley was there, and he has more.
With the match tied at 1 set apiece and trailing early in the third, Brandeis showed their championship pedigree and put together an impressive run as the Broncos rallied to defeat Steele 3-1 and punched their tickets to the Class 6A second round.
We just really wanted it because we put so much work in the gym, and we just really wanted to show that we could do it. So I think there was just like a turning point that we know we can do it, so we just have to put it on the court.
We knew that we needed to make less errors and be more consistent, and we did that, and it really showed, especially in the last 2 sets.
The Broncos may be defending champs, but this is a very different unit from the one that won it all last year. So current seniors like Emma Halstead are keeping the team level-headed.
We're not going to look too far ahead. We're going to keep moving, and we're going to keep pushing because each new challenge could, and for anybody in playoffs, the next challenge could be your last, so we're going to push one at a time and keep going.
Meanwhile, MacArthur is celebrating their first playoff win since 2010. The Brahmas moved down to Class 5A this season, and they swept Medina Valley in the first round.
It feels good just coming back and showing what Matt can really do. It really just shows how much our team can come together and really push through a tough match and ultimately come out with the win.
You can catch full highlights from both of these matches, as well as Burbank versus Harlandale and Highlands versus Southwest, right now on the BGC page at KSAT.com. For KSAT 12 Sports, I'm Andrew Seeley.
Oh, MacArthur volleyball having some fun there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
That is awesome. Larry, thank you so much.
Yep.
Everyone having fun today, especially those on SA Live.
Always. Hey, Mike.
How you doing? Yeah, we've got a great show for you. Of course, today is actually Dia de los Muertos, and Victor Carrizales, who is one of the managers at Mi Tierra, is here, and we're going to be talking about everything they have over there, including a very special altar. And you said there's 3 different types of altars, right?
Yes, Mike. We have 2, 3, and 7 levels.
Okay.
We'll talk about later.
And they mean different things. And which is the most common?
The most common is the 7 levels, which is a very traditional one.
Okay. And we're going to talk about decorating some of the sugar stalls and some of the events, of course, coming up at Mi Tierra. All right. Hey, there is a new soda shop in town, and Jen is there.
It's soda with the Texas twist. We'll tell you why you want to come check out the menu here at Drank Soda Shop.
Hey, want to have a slumber party every day in your house? We're going to tell you where you can get a hold of one of these. Just think chicka chicka bling bling. Our dear friend Jada Rashan is here, and she has some wonderful, wonderful fall crafts. Always great stuff to do with the kids. Also, a local chef who once cooked for former President George H.W. Bush has some great recipes for fall. 3 different recipes, as a matter of fact. Okay, so Halloween's over. We have Thanksgiving coming up, but the big question is, when do you start putting up your Christmas decorations? Of course, Christmas has been in a lot of big stores since, July almost, it seems like. But when are you going to put up all the lights and wreaths? The answer is your answers coming up. That and a whole lot more on SA Live, so stick around.
Now that the sun's out, temperatures are up to 71 here in San Antonio, 76 this afternoon. A lot of clouds next couple days, chance of storms late Friday night. Small window there for some rain and maybe a couple strong storms, and then it clears out for the weekend. So the weekend all in all looks really nice.
Yes, it does. And we get to set our clocks back.
Yes, we get an extra hour of sleep. That is fantastic.
Loving that.
Justin Horn, you brought us the great weather. You brought us an hour of sleep. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching. That is it here for the News at Noon.
We're going to go over to SA Live right now.
Celebrate San Antonio. Coming to you live from historic Market Square. This is SA Live.
Hello and happy Wednesday. Yes, of course, today is Dia de los Muertos. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Ostrage. Fiona is off today. Well, of course, Halloween is over. We're getting past Dia de los Muertos. Thanksgiving, of course, is just a couple of weeks away, but a lot of folks are already starting to think about Christmas right now, and some folks may already be putting up their Christmas decorations, be it the tree inside or some of the decorations. You're doing pretty good over there, Ted. You need a little more red on the side. Yeah. Keep going. We'll work on that throughout the show, okay? Okay, very good. But some folks are already putting up their Christmas decorations. So the big question is, when do you put up your Christmas decorations? A lot of folks are very traditional, not until after Thanksgiving. I mean, a lot of stuff has been in the stores already, and you can drive around and see a lot of different Christmas decorations and lights already going up. So that big question, when do you put yours up? Send us the answer, and hopefully we'll see some of your answers a little bit later on in the show. Well, of course, Dia de los Muertos celebrations continue here in San Antonio, and La Familia Cortez is going all out, as they usually do, right here at Market Square. And Victor Carrizales, who is the manager at Mi Tierra, is here. Good afternoon. Good to see you, sir. Okay, so a lot of people think that November 1st is actually Dia de los Muertos, but it is today. Yesterday was for the little ones, right?
Correct. Yesterday was for Dia de los Angelitos, and today we're celebrating el Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead.
Okay, and of course the altars are a huge part of it. And
Correct.
We were talking about sugar skulls. What's the significance of the sugar skulls?
So the sugar skulls is actually, if you don't have any picture of the loved one, you can actually place one of the skulls, and that represents that person that you would like to put in the altar.
Okay, and as far as decorating the skulls, that's just anything that you want to do.
Maybe how would you like to decorate your skull?
Okay, some of the basic items that need to go on an altar, what are there? And you have some
Correct.
of them
We
here.
have some elements right here, and let me start with the flower of cempasúchil. This flower is very popular because it helps the spirit to bring it to the altar. It's an aromatic. It's very rich in aroma. And then we have the calaveritas. And if you can see, Mike, it's painted with color because the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, it's about life. It's celebrating the death.
It's not a mourning period, right?
Correct. It's not like that. So that's why we have these colorful calaveritas. And then right here we have the candles. The candles is to light up the path. So the spirit come to the altar. It's something similar to the flower, but it lights up the path as well.
And you had said that there are 3 different types of altars. I never had heard this before.
Yes, we have 3 types of altars: the 2, 3, and 7 levels. The 2 levels represent the heaven and earth. The 3, it represents heaven, the purgatory, and the underworld. And the very traditional one is the 7 levels. That means when the spirit needs to, like the process to go to heaven, all the steps it needs to be done before it goes to heaven.
But then you said also kind of a double meaning, because sometimes it could be even the 7 deadly sins.
Correct. For some people can mean the 7 deadly sins.
All right, so these are the basic things that go on an altar, and then it could be the individual items that somebody always likes.
Correct.
The different food, maybe jewelry items that they had, right?
Correct. So let's go over with the food. Once the person is placed of the loved one, you're gonna place their favorite food. Either enchiladas, one typical one is the mole. You can place it on the altar. And then we have the pan de dulce, which is very popular.
And then also the significance of the bones across there,
the
right?
bones, if you can see the bread, the form that it has is actually the bones, the calaveritas.
Now, a very special altar is set up in Mi Tierra right now.
Correct.
There was the tragedy this summer back in late June with the migrants coming in. 53 unfortunately died, and you have an altar set up to them, right?
Correct. So as you know, Mi Tierra is very known for its festive decor, all the culture, the piñatas, and the altars. And Deborah Cortez and the team built this altar for today's honoring the people that pass on near the Lackland. on the south side.
Okay. Why did Meet Here decide to do that?
Because we are honoring the people that risk their lives to look for a better life, and so we like honoring them and placing in the altar so that people can come and see what our people risk their lives to look for a better life for their families, and it's very, very unique, very creative for Deborah Cortez.
And so the whole community can celebrate their lives.
Correct.
Right? Okay, and then how long is that altar going to be up?
Until November 9th.
All right. All right, so we are getting now into November. Of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, everything's coming up at the blink of an eye. What other events do you have coming up there?
Well, stay tuned because we have the tamalada coming up on December 10 and 11.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes. Your favorite tamales?
My favorite tamale is pork.
How many can you eat in one sitting?
Oof. Let's not talk about that.
Obviously, you've been in competition with that before, right? And then also, if somebody does not want to cook at Thanksgiving, you are open.
Yes, correct. We're open on Thanksgiving as well.
All right.
So if you don't want to cook something at home, you just want to have the food ready, you can come to Mi Tierra. Same with the tamalada. If you don't want to make tamales at home, you can come to Mi Tierra and get your tamales.
Okay. What are all the different flavors that you have there?
Well, we have pork, chicken, refried. You like refried beans?
I like it all.
Yeah.
As long as somebody else is making them, brings them to me. So but I'll go with you in the pork. And if you don't want to cook Christmas dinner, you're open on Christmas as well, right?
Yes, correct.
You're not going to tell us how many you've eaten in one sitting, are you?
No.
Okay. I'll get it out of him. You can find out more about La Familia Cortez family restaurants on their website, lafamiliacortez.com. Check out the pork tamales if Victor doesn't eat them all. Just kidding. Thank you very much, Victor. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Well, there is a new soda shop in town, and it's all about San Antonio-inspired flavors. Jen Tobias Strusky popped. Who says pop? We do, from the up north. Anyway, to check it out, it's over there in the Stone Oak area.
A refreshing twist on your basic beverage. We're at Drink Soda Shop where we're sampling their new menu, Texas inspired. And I'm joined now by Roman Huerta, the owner here. And I'm so excited, a soda shop. Wow, tell me, where did this idea come from?
Yeah, so I'm from Texas and I love Texas. But, life takes you different places. And I had the chance to live in Utah and enjoy the outdoors for 8 years. And there I saw the rise of soda shops. And I came back here one November and it was 85 degrees and I said it would be really nice to have a drink.
85 degrees in November. That's Texas, right?
And it's snowing in Utah.
Yes.
And so I said, you know what? Texas needs a soda shop. And so I'm like, I'm gonna bring it here. So a few months later, we sold our house and then we moved down here. From there, we got settled and started putting together concept, testing more and more, and building it to what it is today. I actually found the name early on, Drank. It's really fun to say, and it just is what it is, And I'm really excited to be back in my hometown and with the Texas twist on the soda shop.
Here's how it works. You pick your base soda, then your fun San Antonio inspired flavor. They whip it up and you enjoy.
Now, what are we making today?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make these two today, the Seitan and the Chancla.
And then I heard you've got a jalapeno popcorn?
That is also true. So we also have our regular buttery popcorn, but we have jalapeno popcorn, and we use real butter, so it's wonderful.
Butter. All right, well, we're gonna make that as well, right?
Absolutely.
Let's get started. Okay, so what are we making first?
First thing we're gonna make is the Seitan, and first step, we'll just get some ice, some of the good ice.
Yes, you gotta have the good ice.
Yeah, you gotta have good ice. It makes a world of difference. All right, so next we're gonna come in and we'll add the cheesecake, and we'll add some of that puree, strawberry puree. Look how, see, it's thick. It has real strawberries in there, and that stuff is killer.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more, just because I love that. That looks so good.
Yeah, it's
okay.
great. Yeah, feel free. And they're all customizable, so you can do it however you want.
Okay.
All right, so we'll put some Dr. Pepper in it.
Dr. Pepper, one of my favorite go-tos.
All right, stop there.
Oh, sorry.
All right, now we'll grab the spoon.
Okay.
All right, and mix it up. You gotta give that a good stir in. Make sure it's all mixed up in there because we want to have a good, consistent, homogeneous flavor and taste. All right, now let's put some cream in there.
Yep. Of course, they do this for a living, so excuse my mess.
Want to mix it a little bit more?
Okay. I don't think I've ever had a soda like this. Just like with these extra things in it, I can smell it. It smells good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then we'll put a little more Dr. Pepper to top it off.
Okay. mix again?
Yeah, just a little bit more and then we're good to go.
All right, made with love, right? Here we go. Give it a try. Ooh, that's refreshing. I love the strawberry.
Yes.
So good. Yes, cheers to that. This is delicious. Now, is this one of the top sellers?
Yes, this is like the #1 seller
I can
so
see
far.
why. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to this one. What are we making next?
All right, so next we'll make La Chancla.
Ooh, yes.
The La Chancla includes pineapple, guava, and mango. Then you add Mountain Dew for the perfect mix.
And if you do want to come sample a soda here at Drink Soda Shop, they have a drive-thru, easy and convenient. Here you go.
And if you want a kick in your popcorn, their signature jalapeno popcorn is made with butter, fresh jalapenos, and love. I got to help make one batch. Yum. They also sell Opal and Onyx cookies, another local favorite shop in the Hill Country.
All righty, we got our river walk, and we have the Edwards Aquifer, and the Donkey Lady.
I love the names.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Rowan. As you can see, the names all tied to San Antonio Soda with the Texas twist. For more information, you can head over to SALive.com, click the As Seen on SA Live tab. By the way, the Riverwalk has lavender in it, so I think he knows me well. All right, ladies, we have our beautiful interns joining us to taste test. Cheers!
Jen, Sarah, and Lily, 3 Musketeers there. Don't forget, the grand opening is this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. They'll have free soda, or pop if you want to call it, cookies, and there's going to be music and food trucks as well. For more information on Drink Soda Cita, head over to SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. All right, so ahead on SA Live, need some new ideas for comfort dishes as cooler weather moves in. A Texas chef who once worked for a former president shares some great recipes. Plus, we are giving away cold, hard cash for the holidays. It's a big brand new giveaway. See how you could be the next big winner. But first, looking for fun ways to celebrate upcoming birthdays, how you can transform your home into a fabulous sleepover party. That's next on SA Live. Welcome back to SA Live. Well, our next guest is all about creating those magical moments for your kids on their special day or any day, because any day is a great time for a nice little sleepover. And Holly Meyer is here from, say it with me,
Chicky Chicky Bling Bling.
Where'd you come up with the name?
I wanted something that would make people laugh and that would be memorable.
And it does. It does make you smile just by saying Chicky Chicky Bling Bling. It's like you have to move. So you have these great little party tents, right?
Yes. Yes. So I have party bundle boxes, and you get 3 of each tent: pillow bed, party favors, different accessories. Or you can get just a gift box if you're just buying for one for a birthday, and then you would just get a set of 1.
Okay, and they come in the different styles. We have one there for Dia de los Muertos. Yep. This is Christmas.
This one's Christmas. This is movie night.
Okay.
That's kind of like a camp out. I have about 35, 40 different themes, but I can also do custom themes.
Okay, and then also you get the fun little things to kind of throw. So.
Yeah. Certain party favors are the snowballs for having.
Think I can hit him?
Yeah.
Oh, I did, not the camera. And interesting because there are some of these for rent, but these are to buy, right?
They're to buy. With times the way that they are, if you rent something, you don't have it to use over and over again. And if you have more than one child, you could use the teepees over again and change the pillow beds, or use the pillow beds over again and change the teepees. Also, you can just use them for a staycation at home for a movie night with the family.
And then they come in a kind of a carry bag or whatever, so this could easily be packed up if they're having sleepover, they want to go to Grandma Grandpa's house, something like that, right?
Absolutely. The teepees and tents come with a carry bag, and then the pillow beds, you take the pillows out and it folds up to about the size of a folded sheet.
Oh, that's very convenient. Okay, and how many times do grown-ups buy these for themselves?
Well, I don't know, but I have to play in them at least once a week.
Do you?
Just sure.
Yeah,
just to get inspired.
Wouldn't it be fun if the family just, lay on the floor and just have kind of a movie night like that, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I want to talk very quickly. Your daughter, you have 2 children, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this where you came up with the idea for them?
Absolutely. Okay. My daughter actually came up with the idea.
And she also came up with Addie's Toy Drive she created in 2020, benefit kids at University Health Pediatric Transplant Center.
Yes, sir.
That must make you very proud.
It does. It does. We start about this time of year gearing up to start collecting toys for Addie's Toy Drive.
Okay. Now, if somebody wanted to order one of these, how far in advance do they need to order it?
It usually takes me between 1 and 4 days, depending on how busy I am, to get it completely finished getting made, and especially if you do personalizations that are custom.
So you can
put child's names on it or different clip arts to change the theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And of course, obviously getting busier as we approach Christmas. So
yes.
Wouldn't this be perfect? Wake up on the tree and there Christmas Day.
Absolutely. I have tons of grandmas that buy that set right there to put up for their grandkids Christmas morning.
Great idea. I love that one. So how can folks find you?
ChickyChickyBlingBling.com, Facebook, ChickyBling1, Instagram, ChickyBling.
Okay. Obviously, Chicky Bling Bling is a lot in there. And if you forget all of that stuff, you can go to our website, SALive.com, click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. What a great idea. I love this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Still ahead on SA Live, inexpensive fall craft ideas you can do this season with your family. And we are crafting with our dear friend, Jada Rashawn. And next, need to make sure your roof is in tip-top shape. A local company can do a lot more than just repairs. See what your roof might be missing and how they can help. That's straight ahead on SA Live. Welcome back to SA Live. Well, what kind of shape is your roof in? Do you even know? Roof Fix not only provides new roofs, but they also inspect roofs and provide a roof tune-up package to customers, and are now offering drone cleaning technology through a partnership with Alamo Airborne. And here with everything you need to know is Roof Fix CEO and President Dwayne Charping and Yoshi Schechter, who is an FAA licensed operator and certified thermographer. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon. All right, I thought we were talking roofs, but this does not look like a roof to me, but a really cool drone.
Right.
What's so special about this?
You know, it's the technology that we're using today for ultimate leak detection. You know, that's the biggest problem when people come out to inspect a roof. Most people can't isolate the area, so they're going to replace the whole roof.
Okay.
We are going to use this technology to isolate the leaks so that we don't have to replace the roof.
Okay, so it's all a matter of that regular maintenance and inspection. How often do you have to have your roof inspected?
You know, the manufacturers recommend to get your roof inspected at least once a year. And Roof Fix will do annual leak inspections and roof inspections for free to anybody that wants to call and sign up.
Okay, so when we do inspections, two different devices here. The small one is kind of the one that stoops around, right?
Right. This is a thermal sensing drone. And as you can see on the screen here, as we move it around, we can see Dwayne's heat signature, so to speak. And what we do with this is we isolate leaks in the roof so Dwayne's company can go out and not have to repair or replace a whole roof, but simply isolate the spot and just work on that one spot.
Now, when people think leak, they think of a water leak, but you're talking about heat leak, right? Or cold?
Well, the ultimate leak detection. So we're using different variables of temperatures to find out where moisture is penetrating the roof so that we can focus on what the roof needs to be repaired. Okay. And that's what the technology helps.
A lot of times you think of a roof, it's up there, it's an inanimate object, but like your HVAC system, your water heater, whatever, it takes regular maintenance, and basically this is what the big drone is for, right?
Correct. Yeah, you know, on thermal imagery, when we get thermal imagery in infrared, we can see layers into the roof. We can also even see if your AC is leaking in your attic.
Oh, wow. Really?
So, yeah, and this inspection that we do is free. This is ultimate leak detection that no other company has ever offered this type of technology. And we're just glad to be able to be the first that brings this innovation to our customers, and we bring it to them for free.
Okay, when it comes to the actual maintenance, there's cleaning and all that, but sometimes the pitch of the roof is too steep. It might be one that you really can't walk on, and that's what the drone is for. This actually gets up there with a hose and sprays it down, right?
Correct. Absolutely. We use this to clean solar panels. We will use this to clean a roof and bring it back a new look. And then we also put a rejuvenator with our famous roof tune-up that will seal the roof, that we can back it, with a lifetime warranty.
Okay, does the roof tune-up come with that warranty, right? So
Yes.
not just the new roof, but the actual maintenance.
We will give a roof tune-up a lifetime warranty. So don't replace an old roof if you can make an old roof look new again, because we can replace any old roof and make it look new for fractions of the cost, and we'll give you a lifetime warranty.
Even if all the little pebbles have started coming off, you can replace
We
those
can
too.
replace granule loss also. That's a great
wow.
question, by the way, because we can take care of any granule loss. But the idea is to make that roof with the Rejuvenator. It rehydrates the roof. It gives it a brand new look again.
Oh, fantastic. And a lot cheaper than a new roof. So, all right,
Absolutely.
hey, here's the deal for people watching right now. No money down, no payments until 2025 for the first 15 callers to schedule a free roof inspection and roof tune-up with Roof Fix. The number to call is 210-FIX-ROOF. That's 210-349-7663. And for more information, visit the website rooffixsa.com. Dwayne, Yoshi, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, still ahead on SA Live with the holidays coming up. We are in the giving mood. One SA Live viewer is winning some cold, hard cash. What you need to do to be the next winner. And next, the secret ingredients is beer. How a Texas chef is incorporating beer into 3 comfort food recipes. They will help keep you warm as cooler weather heads our way. Welcome back to SA Live. Stew, cider, and brownies. Oh, I'm hungry already. All the great comfort foods we love as fall weather sets in. And Chef Adrian Perez, who was once the personal chef to President George H.W. Bush, is now sharing his cooking expertise to make sure you have fabulous fall recipes. These 3 different recipes all start with a secret ingredient, so check it out.
Hey, good morning, folks. They say beer is an acquired taste, but I beg to differ. For me, it was love at first bite. When I turned 21, I paired beer with my barbecue for the first time, and let me tell you, I was sold. The hops with the good smoked brisket and the rice, the beans, and that good carbonation washed everything down so perfectly. So today we're cooking some of your favorite fall comfort dishes using beer in every single recipe from the main course to dessert, even the cocktail, and we're using one of our Texas favorites, Dos Equis. Let's get started.
Okay, so when you prep your ingredients, leave your vegetables big and chunky because these are going to cook for 3 to 4 hours. Season up your chuck roast with a little salt, pepper, garlic. Sear it off on a medium-high heat. Get a nice crust. You're going to do about 3 to 4 minutes each side. Once that's cooked, render the fat out and cook your vegetables. And our classic Vienna-style lager. And the star of all the recipes, the Dos Equis Amber. Deep, rich, beautiful flavors, but still a nice, clean finish, easy to drink. It's going to have flavors of burnt sugar, caramel, and it's really going to boost up the flavor of this roast. I'm excited.
Okay, so I'll be the first to admit I'm not much of a baker. In fact, I don't do a lot of baking at all. It's too precise for my taste. But I found this really easy recipe for spiced beer pumpkin bread, and it's going to be delicious, easy to follow, and easy to execute. So let's dive into this one. All right, so I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour already in my bowl. I'm going to throw in a tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of pumpkin spice. And I'm going to throw in a teaspoon of sea salt. And I know a lot of us don't think of salt when we think of baked goods or sweet goods, but it is in there and it does bring out the flavors of all the other ingredients, so it is necessary. And then I'm going to go in with about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, add in my 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'm adding it in room temperature. And then I'm going to add in a cup of pumpkin puree. Together, I'm going to slowly add in my amber, Dos Equis beer, just a little bit at a time, slowly. Let's see what this tastes like. That is surprisingly really good. I did not expect that. All those flavors harmonize perfectly. The beer just complements the pumpkin spice. It tastes like gingerbread. It's so good. You see, this is why Dos Equis gets Texans, because here where we live, you never know what's going to be hot or cold during the fall season.
So we're taking a little bit of a holiday-friendly flavor with the apple cider and combining it with the old Texas 1, 2, 3. Heat, beer, and a little tequila. So I infused my apple cider for a couple of hours with some habaneros. I muddled some here in my shaker. I've got some fresh lime juice, a little tequila, added in the infused apple cider. Give it a good shaky shake here. And then we're just going to pour it over some sliced fresh apples and top it off with that Dos Equis Amber for that base and full body with clean finish. Folks, it's festive enough to make you want to hang up your Christmas lights. Let's try that habanero.
You see that steam come out of my ears? I'm sweating everywhere. My eyeballs are sweating. Hey Dad, can you come get me? My eyelashes are sweating. That's really good though.
Let's take a look at our roast. Beautiful. It smells amazing. I served this up over a baked sweet potato, and they balance each other out perfectly. As far as the pumpkin bread, I combined a little sugar, butter, and a little bit of vanilla, and I made a nice glaze for it. Check this out. And it looks like my #1 critic was pretty pleased.
Still ahead, it's your chance to win big money for the holidays. How much you can win and how to enter. And have you ever heard of a pumpkin volcano? You'll fall in love with these easy craft projects, perfect for any budget. That's next on SA Live. All right, nanny expert and lifestyle blogger Jada Rochon joins us now with some fall crafts and activities that you can do with the kiddos. And hey, just an excuse to be a kid again and not do nothing but have fun, right?
Literally, kids don't ask for much, they just ask for a lot of fun. So that's what we're gonna do today.
Okay, and what are we starting with?
Let's make these really cute tea light fall lanterns. Isn't that so cute? And it's so simple, and you can really let the kids kind of take the lead with this. So what you're gonna need are mason jars, but I found these really nice ones. They're plastic and they're from Michaels. So that way you don't have to worry about glass breaking or shattering or anything like that. And then get some fall colored tissue paper. You could also go outside and pick up some leaves. I think that would be a cool thing too.
Yes. That would be a great idea.
Yeah, it would make it really cute and personalized and stuff, but we're gonna just use, fall colored tissue paper. I cut them up into little pieces. I also think you should rip them up too. You're gonna want some Mod Podge. Try to get the matte one or the translucent one. And then what we're gonna do is use our little lid here, and I poured the Mod Podge in there. Let's get a paintbrush and give that to you and dip that in there. You can start by covering that with some Mod Podge, but really put the tissue paper on there, and then you can just cover it while you're actually applying the Mod Podge. So when you put the tissue paper on there, and then I'll take the paintbrush and paint on top and just get messy with it, because when it gets kind of like messy like that, like it doesn't need to be perfect, it actually turns out really pretty. And once you cover the entire thing with Mod Podge, really let the kids do it. Their hands are going to get messy too, so have some wet wipes nearby. Let them rip the paper up, and it just makes this really pretty collage. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of Eric Carle's books. You know how his illustrations are used with the tissue paper? So you'll do that. I actually added a cute little like branch on there, and I think I cut one out for you too if you wanted to add it. So you guys can just do whatever. There is no correct way to do it. You should know by now, Mike, my favorite type of craft is the ones that have no structure.
And that's the thing, because if you just let kids go and they can use their imagination, that makes it that much more fun, right?
And it's like personal, and they're proud of it too. If you do everything for them, then it's kind of like they didn't really do much. So after you cover that entire thing with it, we're gonna add a little tea light, and you can keep working on it if you want to, but you put it inside here, and we can do that if you want me to put it in there. And once it's covered, you'll get this effect, the tea light little effect. You'll cover it up, and they can use this as a centerpiece. They can put this in their room as a cute little night light. It could be a gift.
Think about if you made a bunch of these and they are your little place cards at Thanksgiving.
That is so cute. You could put it right in the middle of the table, and it could go with the little, you know how we always do the traditional placemats for crafts.
Yep, and the hands made into the turkeys and everything. And now, besides having a lot of fun, this is really accomplishing a lot. It's the fine motor skills.
You got the fine motor skills that you're working, imagination, creativity. You can play some music while you're doing this. You can have like a little snack on the side too, and the kids are talking. If you use the leaves as this for this activity too, you guys will have gone outside to look at how the leaves have changed colors, and you can just talk about things that you're thankful for, gratitude. That's a really awesome opportunity to do that during craft time.
Great bonding time too. Okay, now it's time to get a little bit messy.
Yeah,
this one sounds like fun. So
okay, so these are pumpkin volcanoes. Now, if you still have some mini pumpkins left over from Halloween, which you probably should, then what you're gonna want, not yet. No, what you about to? Mike be getting excited. So no, but what you're gonna need is a pumpkin, and you cut the top of the pumpkin off like we've already done, and then you'll use one of those measuring cups or a spoon to kind of carve out all the gook, which we've already taken care of. And we're gonna need some white vinegar, distilled white vinegar, which we have. We've got baking soda. We've also I said baking soda. We need.
It sounds better when you say baking soda.
There we go. Now I'm hungry. And then we have some soap, some dish soap, and then we have what do we need? Oh, food coloring as well.
Okay.
So let's start with the baking soda.
Baking soda.
Jeez.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and drop a couple drops of dial soap. That's enough. Then let's pick some food coloring. So maybe do 1 or 2 colors of your choice, and do like 1 drop of each.
Okay.
Or if you're like, you know how kids, they feel like 1 drop is not enough. So if you want to get a little excited, I think there's room for that.
Yeah, that's good for right now.
So then what we'll do, you don't want to pour the entire thing in there, but you want to kind of gradually pour it, and it's supposed to have that little like sudsy effect. Did we already pour the baking soda in there?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Look, keep going.
And I'm making a volcano.
It didn't even give us the color we wanted, but this is the science experiment that the kids are going to be looking for. It's messy, so I recommend doing this outside. There we go. That's real Halloween-y too. We could do some red and orange, but how cool is that? You can do this as many times as you want. The kids are going to love it. It's messy, it's fun, and they're not in front of the TV, so you're welcome.
And they're being creative and using their brain, the kind of outside or inside out instead of
outside
device.
in. Exactly. This is a great screenless activity for sure.
Also, need anything to know about Nanny at all? Get a hold of her.
Hi, it's me. No.
And for more information on Jada Rashan and your new venture, which is called?
It is with Sitter City. We are working really hard to help and talk a lot about just child care and how to better it.
More on that, go to SALive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab. Thank you so much, dear.
You're very welcome.
Next on the show, a program helping San Antonio get healthy, what you need to know, and an event you sure don't want to miss. And there's a new Daily Cash giveaway here on SA Live to be thankful for this holiday season. Thomas J. Henry is giving away $500 every day, Monday through Friday, from November 7th through December 16th. One lucky winner will take home $10,000. You can enter to win today online at tjhcash.com/San Antonio. Good luck. Welcome back to SA Live here at beautiful historic Market Square. Well, it is time to take control of your health, and you might be able to start with the Diabetes Prevention and Control Program, through Metro Health. And here to tell us more is Julius Hunter with San Antonio Metropolitan Health District. Good afternoon, sir. Okay, so November is Diabetes Awareness Month.
Right.
What is the current state of diabetes in San Antonio?
So diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death here in San Antonio. The rates here for diabetes are higher than the state and the national average. And when we look at areas of the city, we see that diabetes, the highest rates of diabetes, are concentrated in our west, south, and east side.
Okay, there's type 1, type 2 diabetes. Some is inherited, some you can actually contract. What are your recommendations for someone looking to prevent diabetes?
Right, so my first and my main recommendation is really to check in with your doctor or medical provider. They can really advise you on your specific case and your specific needs. And in general, what we encourage people to do is to first increase your physical activity. The key there is really do something fun. Get with a friend and you can join a walking group or go dancing. You want to make sure that you're able to move your body. The second thing we recommend is increasing your healthy eating, nutrition, and so making a plan so you can eat better and cook better at home.
Okay, because overweight is one of the leading causes of diabetes, and obviously an indirect effect of that is what you put in your body.
Right.
So if you can eat healthy, not gain weight, and then exercise, you're really doing all you can almost to prevent that, right?
Exactly.
Okay, some of the hardest challenges though when people are trying to make lifestyle changes.
Right, and so my 2 words for that are education and support. Many people want to make change. Behavioral change is hard, and so many people want to make that change, but they just don't have the information and know how to do it. And so one of the key aspects of our program is teaching people, giving them the information that they need, and so they can make those better choices. The second thing is the support, and so having family, friends around you. People will say, hey, let's go to that new healthy restaurant and try that new ingredient. Or hey, let's go take a walk at that new park in our neighborhood. So you have those people there that are encouraging you to continue on and be successful.
Okay, you got important diabetes health fair this weekend. what's going to be going on there?
Right, so we're so excited for the event this weekend. It is our second annual Diabetes Health Fair. We'll have it there at the Davis Scott Family YMCA. That is traditionally the end of the MLK March there on the east side. And so that event will be happening from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. One of the special things that we'll have there is D2 Councilman Jalen McKee Rodriguez will be leading a Zumba class there for the participants. We'll also have free produce bags giving away. We'll also have free no-cost vaccines that will be available for the community. So a lot of great things, a lot of great resources, and we're truly thankful for all the partners that came together to make this event what will be, we hope will be a success.
And it's a great way for people to get together, and maybe not even somebody from Metro Health there, but just to ask somebody, it's like, well, how did you do this? And so you can get that support right there with all the people that are going to be there.
It's so key to be able to access those resources and then get that information from people who know how and can lead you in the right way.
Okay, great information. You can learn more about San Antonio Metro Health's Diabetes Prevention and Control Program by calling 210-207-8802 or visit the website diabeteshelpsa.com. Julius, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow on SA Live, well, size isn't everything. We decorate and taste magnificent mini donut designs from a locally owned business. Plus, we take a healthy twist to our lunch. We make seasonal salads from farm fresh greens, and we tell you the one farmers market pop-up that you can get these salads made at. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. on SA Live. Okay, big question. When do you put up your Christmas decorations? Oh, that's pretty. Definitely not until after Thanksgiving, and they stay up through mid-January after the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord. Some years, I even put them up starting the week of Christmas Eve. Wow, okay. The weekend before Thanksgiving, that's a good one too. Thanksgiving week, we slowly start adding Christmas, wreaths, snow-covered pine cones, etc. Then, day after Thanksgiving, we put up the tree, followed by stockings and lights, says Deborah. Another one, day after Thanksgiving, Lisa. And November 1st, 12:01 a.m., something I do with my daughter who loves Halloween, and I love Christmas. But a lot of people say you can't do it too soon because you can't forget about Thanksgiving. I think I may do it, not this weekend, next weekend. What do you think, Santa Claus? Yes. Won't be long now. But then it comes to good. I don't know. Anyway, can't say Merry Christmas yet. We'll see you tomorrow.